My name is Naomi Jackson, and I am the Director of Public Relations at Vida International in Honduras. Vida is a ministry that started in 2007 by a young man by the name of Jose Suazo, who became an Adventist during his high school years at Lowerbrook Academy, and followed up after graduation by going to the European Bible School, where he was trained to be a medical missionary. After his experience there, he was determined to begin a program in Honduras to spread the message of medical missionary work. And his father actually donated a piece of property in the countryside, an hour and a half northeast of the capital city of Tegucigalpa, where he could start this ministry. He was just 19 years old, didn't have a driver's license, hadn't started college yet, and was ready to see how God was going to open doors in a community where there was no Adventist presence. One of the first projects that started was the Central American Bible School, where people were trained from around the world to be medical missionaries. That started in 2009. And these people that came to be trained worked in the community, in our neighboring community, by giving Bible studies, giving health treatments, working with children, various activities, pathfinders. And this was an opportunity for our town to be reached in a new way than it had been reached in the past. A couple of years later, in 2011, an elementary school began, a bilingual elementary school, to minister to the children in the community, because we discovered that working with kids was going to be a key way to seeing the church grow. These kids have a simple faith, and they share that with their families, and that's exactly what we've seen. Many of these children now go through town, they sing their songs, their Bible songs, share their Bible stories. Their parents even talk about the fact that their kids pray when they find themselves in difficult situations, and are actually proving to be an encouragement to their families. Now, even some of the family members are coming to church, are receiving Bible studies, and so it's really exciting to see how education truly is redemption. We also have industries that we're working on, a tamarind plantation. We are also located on a guava plantation, and we'd like to start a bakery. So there's many ways in which we are able to provide work for people in the community as well. So those are the main projects that are consisted in Vida International. But the one that I mostly want to share with you is the Central American Bible School. Actually, when it first started, it was connected very much so to Light, because Wildwood and Light came down to Honduras to host the very first one-month course. We had 17 students from around the world participate in that course, and that was the catalyst of the full-length course that we started in 2009. We have a 10-month program. We start off the year with Bible. The second trimester is health, and the third trimester is leadership, where we are tying together all that they learn in Bible and health to teach them how to actually be leaders in ministries. In the afternoons, they have outreach and practical work experience. And this is really the opportunity for the students to go door to door to develop their Bible studies, to meet people, give people that need medical treatments, and to actually hone their vocational skills as well by working on construction, painting, working in the garden. There are several ways in which this ministry has impacted the lives of those in our community and also in Honduras at large. One area is specifically education. In Honduras, it's not common for farmers, for people in rural communities to have the opportunity to send their children to a bilingual school. And in Honduras, especially in the public school situation, it's common for teachers to go on strike, for kids to go without classes for several days at a time. And so their education is not what it should be. But we've seen through the bilingual school that these children are not only learning English, something that they would never have the opportunity to have, but they're also learning about the Lord, and they're gaining a personal experience with Jesus Christ and passing that on to their families. And you can see the difference that it makes in the homes, in the children. Parents are talking about the fact that their children are much better disciplined than they had ever seen their kids in the past. And they can see the difference that Adventist education makes. I am convinced that God is going to use medical missionary work to finish His work. And I am convinced that He wants to use young people especially to be involved in that. I've seen it in my own life, and I know that this is what he wants to do so that he can actually come again. There is so much that can be done through medical missionary work. There's endless possibilities. There is never a limit to what can be done through medical missionary work, and he needs more hands involved in that work so that he can finish his work.